So I'm feeling like being vulnerable today and thought I would share my latest breakthrough because I really feel like there are certain people that will be able to totally resonate with my self-discovery. And I really want to soften the idea of examining your life, your troubles, your heartbreaks, your failures, your setbacks, all of those things. Because when you take the time to truly reflect on your life, you will notice patterns. Same situation, different person, or different job, or what have you. But it's always the same problem that you're running into. So my example, after my life review, sorry, there's something in my eye. The major pattern in my life that I noticed was with relationships. And I didn't really see it. I guess I still don't see it as like a problem. It's just a source of trouble, right? Heartache, chaos for some. Was always relationships. And I have been in 4 long-term relationships in my life. And when I look at them now, every single one ended for the same exact reason. And each one looked and felt a little different at the time. But when I think back on it now, it's obvious for me. And I was the person to leave the relationship each of the times that I left. I have been married a couple times. One of my partners was 10 years. They were 5, 10, 4, and 7. I think that math might be a little off. But they were a decent amount of time. And anyway, the core reason for me to exit those relationships was because I have always been the type of person to continuously strive to make my life better. And whether that's something that I do personally, just decisions that I make, like leveling up career-wise, it's always been, I get to a point where I'm just like, I want to do more, I want to be more, I want to, whatever the problem is, like I'm going to change this about myself. And so I do. And then my partner doesn't. And unfortunately, when that happens, for me anyway, it's never worked out well, obviously, because when you change your baseline emotional frequency, so that's basically what happens when you have like a breakdown, right? And you need to change something in your life that comes with a behavior change most of the time. And when you do that, it's typically related to, for me, it was wounding from childhood, and things just layer on top of it, but it's the same problem. And my core childhood wound that was causing my problem with relationships was that I have never really known love. Even as a child, I felt like an unwanted child, and I felt like a burden to my parents, more of a problem than anything. Like, they never got along. My household was never happy that I remember. I don't remember a lot of my childhood, but what I do remember was a lot of deep-seated guilt and hatred for myself because of my situation, because it seemed like I just felt like everything was my fault. My mom was 16 when she got pregnant, forced to get married, and neither one of them wanted to do it. And we all paid the price for that decision, basically. And I didn't know it was fucking me up at the time, and they didn't either, obviously. And so I've kind of learned my own ways of like coping with it. But basically, I had to figure out relationships on my own. So I had this really dumb idea of what standards were and boundaries were and what's acceptable, etc. So I had some picking problems to get through. Like when you have a bad picker, some people say that. Like, I don't regret any of my relationships. I am still friends with most of them. Like, I could call any of them if I needed something, probably, and be helped out in a sense. I didn't leave like on super bad terms. Of course, there was heartbreak, but they were good people, and I still value those relationships a lot. But anyway, long story short, I've been reflecting on this because I'm like, why does this keep happening? And it's all been tied to the same core issue. So I've now reached this new level of inner peace that's like, I don't know. I don't feel like I need to be in a relationship. I don't know that I mean, I guess I did always kind of feel like I needed something or someone. And it's like coming to that realization that you don't, I guess. I don't know. It caused a whole lot of other like revelations and aha moments. But the moral to the story is, if you're like me and you're running into the same problems, first of all, when life stops working, it's just because it's time to move on. And changing your life's really fun once you get past the difficult part. I mean, the letting go sucks, the hurting people sucks, the change is not a fun process most of the time. But when you get to the other side, it's like, oh, I can do whatever I want with my life. And I'm viewing that a lot differently these days. So you should too. If life's falling apart, if things feel like they don't work anymore, if suddenly you've lost interest in everything, or if you just are tired all the time, those are the early signs of your body telling you, hello, I'm getting bored. It's time for something new. So yeah, it might suck to find a new job or a new partner and have to break someone's heart, but you know what? You are worth it, and you don't need to settle. And it's okay to move on, and it's okay to want more, and dream big, and reach for the fucking stars, because you can have anything you want. You just have to have your heart and your mind both focused in the same direction. So keep that in mind. When your heart is telling you something and your brain gives you some logical reason why it's a terrible idea, is it really? I don't think it is. I think choosing you is the best idea, and everyone should try it.